There's Dave. All right, so here's our summary over a couple days of just some video feedback. So let's kind of revisit earlier issues and talk about how things, what you came here with. First thing you decided or learned in your recent lessons, right, was your setup. So
yeah,
there's some feedback on how that looks.
Just I can see the hands are too up forward.
Yeah, what's that? That's good feedback. But we're not going to just tear apart everything here.
No,
the first thing we talked about day one was your balance, right?
Right.
You see how you come up on your toes a little bit there?
Yeah, yeah.
So
your knee should stay bent through that swing, more or less, right, until the end.
Now the front knee actually locks up, like he's got it. But, you know, that's a pretty decent hip turn for him at a finish. Many times he's not that good.
By the way.
And that's why he goes right, too.
Yeah.
And plus we said that you get on your toes a lot. Now here's where you're keeping your head down too damn long.
Head thing, yeah. Which is part of that whole
Well, see, now you got weight on this foot right now.
Yeah.
See, that's going backwards?
Yeah.
Now you're trying to keep your head down. And
yeah.
I told you, remember, that you got to let that head come up, find the ball, so you don't stay back so long.
And then you get the shift better.
And then, because this is a serious candidate for hitting it fat, staying back too long. Look, see, so there's not enough forward momentum because your head's down so long. Now you finally look. So we kind of touched on that in later sessions.
But that all evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Plus, it makes your weight come on your toes if you keep. Remember we talked about the head dipping a little bit towards the ball. It was day one. Basically, you're moving on your toes just a little bit there.
There it is on the outside. I love it.
And as you're fat, look at your head. Look how long your head stays down. Yeah. That hurts my back just watching you. Yeah. That's harder on the body.
Interesting.
Well, the other thing we talked about is getting your arms a little relaxed underneath you, right? So you just keep any of your swing thoughts that we talked about. Let's get it recorded here, audio-wise.
Well, I think the whole issue of the balance is getting the weight over the, you know.
Well, we talked about swinging into the heels.
Yeah, and then that's right.
See, now look at your front foot. Your front foot's sneaking up on the toe. You can barely see it. See the heels coming up?
Right.
Now, a lot of that's because that head's down too long.
Right.
Your spine is actually staying down too long, so that's making you come up on your toes. And it's difficult for you to release this foot so you can get all the way turned around. Because that head kind of serves as an anchor, doesn't it? Chip shot, ball off the back. Pretty good technique there, huh? I don't believe we did too much other than aiming.
Yeah, the aiming. I'm finding my aim kind of crappy. I found my shoulders, just you told me I'm putting it.
Yeah, I'd like to see you. I like to see you a little bit back on your heels there too.
Yes.
A little hunched at the back.
I've changed that.
A little better posture, yeah.
You get it more on the toes based on what we talked about for the first swing.
The balls of the feet, sure.
Yeah, I've changed my chipping quite a bit actually. It's much better.
Lofting it up in the air shots. So here we see that not much transfer off that back foot. Doesn't mean you didn't hit it good, but there's really no weight movement, is there? Even
that's supposed to be pitch.
Yeah, so that should be off the ground, and we should be in a more of a full swing finish position there. So here you see the head down thing again, and the little flip with the hands.
Yeah. And when your head's down like that, you probably tend to do that flip.
Well, yeah, just think of the head as an anchor. Nothing can move. You know, keep your head down is the most famous golf tip in the last 300 years, correct? So now we make a case for that's overdone in your case.
So that looks more upright for me.
That setup looks good.
slices?
Well, the club face is the reason for the slice.
Okay. Right.
If it's coming outside and you square up the club face, it's going to be a pull.
Got it.
Right? Remember, our two components for a ball flight are swing path or swing plane, right?
Yeah.
And club face position at impact. So you're a little under. Not terrible, but it's a little outside. Shouldn't see the club come outside the ball there. If we had a straight line here. So that's top of the swing. So what's the first? You got top of the swing stuff to think about too.
Yeah.
This for a good path, right?
Okay.
And then moving forward with the hips. Get this on the front view to avoid fat. To avoid fat shots. So open club face. You're still missing more shots to the right than the left, correct? You're swinging to the left because of your instincts of missing it to the right. So what we never mastered is the club face.
Right.
To fix the slice.
And I would say the push has been, I have some slice, but the push seems to be a bigger issue.
So less curve, just more of a push?
More so,
yeah.
as far as the disaster is concerned.
You're saying scoring the club at address. Is that the release issue?
Yeah, the face is open. Now, here we see hips that are turned pretty good, but you're not really forward with your weight. And watch how long your head stays down and how long you stay on your right heel.
Still doing it.
Yeah. And this leg is actually backwards instead of up here. Now you've got good arms extension, don't you? In spite of, but that's because your core is turning a little bit.
Yeah.
So the club does turn over and release, but sometimes it's late.
Not release up. Yeah, that particular swing and some other ones, when it feels
that's all released.
I can feel, the turn comes better and my hands finish up high, where that one I didn't turn and they finish off.
Well, no, they did turn. Look at it. They turned over. Those hands are turned over each other. That ball had a pretty good chance of going pretty straight as opposed to right. But there's just this anchor back here. And that foot flips over. Remember that first, and that's going over there.
Yeah.
When we talked about it a little bit with Mary, I like the image of the two knees being closer to each other at the end.
Yeah.
I look at my toes pointing down, heels way up. That's a full body release. And yours is, you just kind of lag back just a little bit there. Which I think is most relative to hitting it fat. The setup looks good.
So it all has to do with weight transfer, you're saying?
For hitting it fat.
For hitting it fat for him.
That's pretty good there. Get that head released. This is where we get a sense sometimes that you're dipping. See, I can't see your face there. So your head actually dipped more than the setup. I see your chin there. Watch impact. I don't see anything. The bill of your cap goes down. So that's hard to create enough space in there for your arms. He's going to pull it. She's laughing at you. I'll see where they are there. You just see how they do a little dance.
It seems to me to be better.
Yeah, none of this has to be perfect either. That's pretty good there.
I mean, I felt pulling the chain thing has resulted in much straighter and more consistent shots for me.
Yeah. So my goal would be for you to activate that right foot a little bit and make that heel come off the ground a little bit earlier, and then release the head. Two separate segments. So your posture is actually shorter now because of that head staying down.
Say it again.
Look at your head. It's dipping.
Yeah.
You've actually increased your tilt hitting the ball after.
Rather than coming through it and coming up.
Yeah. Watch how late you come up. Watch how... Hey. I'll just give you an image here of what good players do here. Pick one here. Look at how his head's turning with the ball, with the club.
Yeah.
So his eyes are already looking at the ball, right? And watch your eyes at the same flight. So now he can release all this better. His heel's off the ground.
So what do you do? Consciously move the head, I guess. That's the issue.
Yeah, you just got to let it go. As I explained it to you a couple weeks ago, I said, a couple sessions ago, I said, try to find the ball in the air quicker with your eyes. Look for that ball right off your club face in the air.
Yeah.
Whereas before you wouldn't see it until it started on its way down.
Yeah, I can't hardly ever see the ball. I got it. Yeah.
So much of that is now you got to look up late and try to find it. Where is it? You know.
Yeah.
It's not like you lose balls, but you know, guys like you, I always tell them, make sure you're playing with someone.
Right.
So you can find your ball.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I have that problem. No question. No question. Also, I can't see with it at the time. But
yeah.
But
so you add that to finding the ball late.
Right.
And, you know, that head down so long is really keeping your body from releasing and moving to the target.
This latest thing was driving, I can still see, you know, basically it seems to me the push is still coming from going outside in or something. I don't know.
Well, no.
No, it's the weight on the back foot.
Outside in.
There we go.
It's going.
Or full.
Depends on what you did with the club face. There's nothing good about outside in, but you can still hit good shots with it. It's just a matter of where the club face is. If it's a little baby pull, but then a fade brings it back in play, then the club face is a little open because of the side spin. If it squares up, it's going to be a dead pull. If it's closed, it's going to be a pull hook. So it's a function of the two.
So what's causing it to push based on what you see with the swing?
Well, your body's staying backwards.
Got it.
The club's staying open.
Because you're not.
Yeah,
you're not getting the weight forward.
You're not pushing it so much because you're swinging inside out.
You're
pushing it because of the club face.
Got it. And that results with this weight transfer.
Well, yeah, they can all help. They can all help each other.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? You want audio here for your?
No, I guess the question is well, okay, so we play this afternoon. Now what do I do?
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with you getting better as a player.
Yeah.
Transferring your weight, I would think it's not staying back is a biggie.
Well, I think just let your head watch the ball a little bit. It's a good starting point.
Try that. Yeah.
But you know, you've already heard me say people get better with their swings during their practice sessions.
Right.
You know, the time to evaluate all that and work hard on your swing is not necessarily when you play.
No.
You got enough distractions going on there. You're trying to beat her.
That's not happening.
So that's my advice. Not that anyone ever listens to me.
Well,
human nature kicks in.
Well, you can't keep pushing it 50 yards to the right without doing something.
Well, aim left.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Right.
Close your club face. There's things you can do to manage the game out there.
Right.
And then go to work when you practice on your faults.
What do you think? Close his club face at a crest?